What's up, guys? We got something that came out yesterday, and wow, this is great, but sad of what happened, bro. So, titles: Gina Carano condemns the Olympics opening ceremony as a disgrace and mockery, but questions how it was approved in the first place. Now, what she's talking about, and I'm sure you guys know it already, in the Olympics. You got this woke, diverse, transgender mob that disrespected the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. Now, I'm a Catholic, bro, and I have the Last Supper's frame. I have that in my house. And let me tell you, I got very upset. I saw, I didn't see the celebration, but I saw it all in Twitter, and it was very disgraceful. You have men showing, you have guys showing their balls, a kid inside with that group. It was just mockery, bro. It was disrespect, man. And they're saying, and like this, they were saying, oh, we didn't mean to do all that. They did. They've done it every time, bro. And let me tell you, man, if you guys have paid attention to everything that has been happening with all this woke diversity nonsense that's been happening around entertainment and in kids' schools, in kindergarten schools and everything, you should know by now that this has got to end, bro. When will this end? So let's get a dive into this from Gina Carano's perspective. All right, here we go. The MMA fighter turned actress Gina Carano condemned the opening ceremony of the 2024 Olympics in Paris, France, as a disgrace and mockery, but also she questioned how it was approved in the first place. The opening ceremony of the game featured a mockery and outright blasphemy of Jesus Christ and his apostles at the Last Supper. It featured drag queens, a woman as an Olympic Jesus, and a man exposing himself to the entire world right next to a child. Carano shared her thoughts on the ceremony on X in reaction to a post from Only London. London posted, "This is the man who mocked 2.4 billion Christians last night. Queer artist Thomas Jolly directed the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. Jolly was behind the idea for recreating Jesus' Last Supper with drag queens, which featured a near-naked blue Smurf man and a drag queen exposing his testicles next to a young child. London Head artistic director said he wanted everyone to feel represented." Bullshit, dude. It's just bullshit. Representing my ass. What you did was you disrespected Jesus Christ, man. People like that shouldn't belong in this world, man. It's a disgrace. Carano responded to London writing questions. How did Jolly get the job for this in the first place? I imagine this job is selected carefully and a lot of artists were up for the task. Is there a vetting process? Was the theme and vision explained to the Olympics committees beforehand? There must have been trial runs and repeated practices. Whoever saw those and thought this was okay. She then added, they're now wiping and controlling everything they can on the opening ceremony because it was received so poorly and offended so many, but can anyone explain how he got the job in the first place and how we got to this point? What and who led to this disgrace and mockery? We should understand and get those names just to understand a little more clearly. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Yeah, man. This... Yeah, it's bullshit. This is a sick man, dude. The Olympics Games official account on X immediately lied about the ceremony, claiming it was an interpretation of the Greek god. Dude! It doesn't matter. What you did was you disrespected God. Hell, you disrespected the Greek gods, for all I care. It was a disgrace. A freaking disgrace, man. This was very quickly debunked as an Instagram story post from the Barbara Butch. The man dressed as a woman at the middle of the blasphemous ceremony made it very clear he was playing Olympic Jesus. Man, give me a break. Ex-user Thomas Stevenson shared a screenshot of Butch's Instagram story post along with a translation. Alright, the French team boat arriving on Johnny, the status, statues of important women in the French history. Wow, man. If you want to read this, bro, just click on this link and look at it. Because I don't want to, bro. This is I'm just tired. This is just a bit of a disgrace, bro. Stevenson will go on and share more posts of Butch, including one that described the blasphemy as the New Gay Testament, bro. I mean, look at this. Right here. It's so similar. But you have a child. Why have a child in this goddamn thing, dude? Producer of the survey also informed the rap for the festivities, a segment. Thomas Jolly took inspiration from Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting to create the setting. They added, clearly there was never an intention to show disrespect towards any religious group or belief. It is not the first artist to make a reference to what is a world-famous work of art. From Andy Warhol to The Simpsons, many have done it before him. Give me a break, dude. The International Olympics Committee reiterated the lie that blasphemous opening ceremony was never meant to offend the show or disrespect. In a post on X, IOC wrote, the IOC has taken note of the and welcomes the clarification given by the Paris 2024 organizing committee regarding the orbiting ceremony. In the daily press briefing, the organizing committee said that there was never any intention to show disrespect towards any religious group or belief. They reiterated that the intention was always to celebrate communities and tolerance. The organizing committee also said that if anyone was offended by certain scenes, this was completely unintentional, and they were sorry. Man, listen. This has been happening everywhere, bro. You're putting this nonsense in kids' classrooms, kids' cartoons. You're putting this in games. You're putting this in movies, in TV shows, animation, comic books, and you're taking these type of things, putting them in books, and putting them in schools. And teachers tend to teach them this nonsense. Man. Last year, I'm going to say this. Last year, there was a guy, there were two guys. One was in a crucifix cross, being hung like if he was Jesus Christ, and yet another guy throwing his half-naked body all over him. That's disrespecting God, bro. Come on, man. It is just disgusting and it is bullshit. You want to celebrate this kind of nonsense, bro? Do it in a private place. People don't need to see this in public. You don't need to put this out there in public. Especially children. Children at a young age shouldn't be part of this. When they turn 21, that's their choice. When they turn 21, that is their choice. If they want to be part of it or not. Stop forcing young kids into this, man. That's why this type of stuff needs to be spread. This needs to be known that this cannot last. This nonsense, man, is so stupid. Excuse me, my nose has been stuffed. Ah! I gotta blow my nose. IOC spokesman Mark Adams also addressed the IOC copyright claiming the ceremony on various social media platforms. He said, "We haven't taken any images out, but obviously not for censorship reasons. But obviously there are different rights in different countries, so that also makes difference. But you should always be aware of not mixing up official platforms and non-official platforms because obviously they don't have the rights to show those pictures. We've cut no pictures, no for additional reasons," he added. Paris 2024 spokeswoman Anne Discamps also addressed the blasphemous scene and lied about it. She said it depicts a pagan feast which is featuring the gods of Olympus, which explains the presence of Dionysus, which is the god of wine feast, which is the man painted in blue. She continued, "So this scene was made to end the parade of the athletes in order to celebrate them. It was an invitation to party stage with this catwalk where we've showcased a new generation of French fashion designer. So if any people have been offended, it was not intentional. And I think everyone should have really focused what the artistic director said about his intention. And we hope that this clarification will put an end to all those." Man, screw you. Carano was not the only one to condemn the ceremony. Bishop Barron addressed the ceremony and the Olympic Committee's statement saying, "It's anything but an apology. In fact, it's kind of a masterpiece of woke duplicity. And so I just wanted to say a few things because if they felt this is meant to not mollify Christians, I would think again." After reading the claim that they had no intention to show any disrespect, Bishop Barron said, "Give me a break. So we have a group of drag queens cavorting in a kind of sexually provocative way, clearly an imitation of Da Vinci's Last Supper of Jesus, and no disrespect was meant. You think anyone takes that seriously?" Next, he addressed the claim of celebrating a community of tolerance. "Yeah, tolerance except for those pesky 2.6 billion Christians on the planet. Everyone's welcome, everyone's tolerated, and all this lovely diversity until you get to anyone that disagrees with you ideology like these 2.6 billion people. So don't give me this business about tolerance and diversity." After he read off that they believed that they had achieved the ambition of their tolerance, Bishop Barron said, "Well, I wonder what the planet they're living on if they think the harmony and peace was achieved by this clear affront of Christians." Oh my God. He then described their conclusion that they are sorry for people taking offense as condensations. He said it, in other words, if you are so simple-minded and stupid to have been offended by this wonderful French culture, you know well we're sorry about that. Christians were offended because it was offensive and it was intended to be offensive. So please don't patronize us with this condensing remark about it if you had any bad feelings. We're awfully sorry about that. Again, if people think this is somehow going to modify people all over the Christian world who are outraged of what happened, I would recommend thinking again. And a real apology would be something like, this was a mistake. It should have never been done. And we're sorry for it. I don't think Christians should be modified. I think we should keep raising our voices. Whatever, dude. This guy is such a weirdo, bro. Screw this priest. Deacon Harrison Garlick also discussed placing the pagan god of Dionysus on the table of the Last Supper. He wrote on X, setting Dionysus upon a perverted parody of the Last Supper was an intentional sign. But of what? Dionysus and Jesus represent two spiritual moments at war in the world. He continued, first, who is Dionysus? It is important to note that he, a man, was born out of a man. He was born from the high thigh of Jesus, thigh of Zeus. Yarborough presented a male with female qualities, and he brings a madness that makes women as like men, and men act like women. Second, he's not who you think he is. He's not a jovial wine god of happy, good-looking Henderson. That is a mask, a lure underneath that he is a cruel, litigious god that brings a madness of a bestial release in sex and violence. He wrote. Third, you must understand the Bacchae. The Bacchae has his female followers, his woman-driven mad, who abandon their children and husbands to run wild in the woods, nursing wild animals and then eating them, having orgies, tearing apart animals alive and eating them raw. Deacon Garlic explained. Next, he posted forth, you must understand, he parallels Jesus Christ. For example, he conceived by a mortal man. I don't know if I can't read this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. My God, dude, this is bad, bro. I mean, this is serious. This is bad. It's just that they did it in a twisted way, in a dark, twisted way. Why do that, man? Why do that in a dark, twisted way? If you want to read the rest of this, the rest of it's right here, because I can't read it no more. It's just so sickening what I'm seeing here. So I gotta get going. I gotta go catch something. I gotta do something real quick. All right. Well, let me get back up here. So what do you guys think of this, man? What do you guys think of this article? If you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.